Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's hard to believe that it's been roughly 3 years since I last put up a new video on my channel, and I don't think that I ever really planned on it going like that, or that I planned on going 3 years without putting up a new video. But at the same time, over the last 3 years, there's been a lot that has gone on in my life, and a lot of things that really kept me from making new content for my channel. Probably not the least of which is just that I didn't have a lot of time to game or to focus on gaming or anything gaming related, and that was always what my channel was based around. So for those of you who have been subscribed to me for any length of time, if you were subscribed to me back before I stopped posting videos, or back when I was putting up a lot of content, I apologize, and I want to thank you for sticking with me if you have stuck with this channel for that long a period of time without anything coming up. For those of you who are new to my channel, maybe you've seen a video while I was away and you decided to subscribe, and you didn't know that I wouldn't be putting up new content. Welcome to my channel. Basically, my channel is all about gaming, really, and a lot of other stuff that kind of go along with gaming. And really it depends on what kind of is interesting to me at that time when I'm recording videos, because sometimes I will deviate from gaming. So I'll just figure that I would give you guys a channel update, try to make it fairly quick, but wanted to catch you guys up and let you know what's been going on with me over the course of the last 3 years and why I didn't put up any videos. So if you guys were subscribed to me 3 years ago, or however long it's been since I put up my last video, you probably are aware of the fact that my wife had a baby, and that's one of the biggest things that really affected me putting out new content, because to be honest with you guys, it was really hard for me to find time to put out anything new. Having a newborn child and really spending most of my time with my family. If I'm not at work, or if I wasn't at work, most of my time was spent with my family, and it really left very little time to make new content, to put out new videos. And to be honest with you guys, I really wasn't doing a whole lot of gaming. In fact, some of my gaming collections my gaming collection overall has probably shrunk a little bit now over the course of the last, I would say 3, 4, 5 months, even maybe a little bit longer than that. Maybe even going back a year. My gaming collection has started to grow again. I started to add stuff to it again. But some of the things that really originally my channel was based around, like DS games, and my DS game collection has really diminished. I had over 100 DS games at one point. Now I'm back down to, like, I started all over again because I got rid of all but maybe like 3 DS games. Now I've started to add to that again, and I'm up a little bit more than that now, but I don't have nearly the collection that I used to have. And the same thing goes for some of my other collections. Some of the collections that have remained the same is like my PlayStation 2 collection. I haven't gotten rid of anything with that. My PSP collection has probably grown a little bit, although not by leaps and bounds. Maybe I've added like 2 or 3 titles, stuff like that. So it was probably not until about 4 weeks ago, maybe as much as 2 months ago, that I really felt like it was time for me to go back, and I really started to want to create new content for my channel. To be honest, I really missed it, but there was several factors that came into play that prevented me from getting back into making videos. And over the course of the last 3 years, honestly, I have tried to make a video a few times, but it never panned out. For instance, my camera, when I went to use it, the battery was completely dead. I changed out the battery for a new one. That battery turned out to be dead. My computer crashed. Had to get a new computer. So even as of yesterday, my camera, I found out it wasn't working, so I had to go and purchase a new camera. and hopefully the quality of the videos comes out good. I also had to figure out a new way to record and things like that, since, I mean, I'll be honest, a lot of my recording time will probably be on my drive to work or my drive home, because it's the most amount of free time that I have. And even though my son's a little bit older now, he's 2.5, and still I don't have a lot of free time at home to record, because I'm either spending time with him or he's sleeping in the other room, so I don't want to wake him up. Things of that nature that kind of prohibit me from making new videos or from recording. So just to give you guys an idea of what else I've been up to and what I've been collecting lately. So this whole amiibo craze, I don't know how many of you have followed that, but with Nintendo launching this line of amiibos, which are essentially like the Skylanders toys or the Infinity toys, that's really been something that I've been focused on the last, I would say, month and a half, 2 months. And it's kind of funny because I didn't originally intend on getting into and collecting amiibos, but it just kind of happened slowly, and it really took off when I found out how hard it was to come by some of these things, which always seems to be a draw for me. The rarity is always a factor in what I'm collecting. I don't know what it is, but something about it being harder to find makes it so that I want to collect it more so. Also, I did pick up recently the new Nintendo 3DS, which is leaps and bounds better than the original 3DS, and even leaps and bounds better than the 3DS XL. And I know that sounds kind of like, that probably sounds stupid to some people who are listening to this, because you're probably thinking to yourself, like, how does enhanced 3D and also amiibo functionality and a little bit of a different design make the system that much better? You know, the included C-stick. And to be honest with you, the enhanced 3D really makes it so that the 3D is functional now. Originally with the 3DS, when I first picked it up, I played around with the 3D functionality and I thought that it was cool and neat and unique, but ultimately I ended up turning the slider all the way down and just playing the game in regular 2D, because the 3D was not functional on a prolonged basis. Now with the new eye tracking and what they've added to the hardware, it actually works, and it works really well, surprisingly. And then the added functionality of amiibo support, and being able to scan your amiibos into games, which really, at this point on the 3DS, is only functional with Smash Brothers. But that is just another thing that really adds to just the overall feel of this system, and just making the system that much better. This is really what Nintendo should have done in the beginning, but, you know, game manufacturers and a lot of these video game companies are notorious for coming out with a product that ultimately they have to revise and tweak and fix, because it's not a final product when they put it out. Nintendo is a lot of times a little bit better about that kind of thing, but, you know, you'll see with Nintendo, obviously, multiple revisions of each of their handheld systems, you know, going back to the Game Boy Advance, really, when they came out with the Game Boy Advance, and, you know, the Game Boy Advance SP, and shortly after that, or the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance SP, and then the backlit screen, and then, you know, with the DS, and then they came out with the DS Lite and the DSi, and all the iterations of that. So, anyways, that's kind of what I've been up to. Really, you know, getting back into collecting video games. The other thing I've been collecting a lot, and I actually got into over the last year or so, is Transformers. And that may seem different from my channel, because I've never really been into toy collecting or anything like that. That's never been what my channel's been about. But I think once my son was born and I started to go to the toy store and things like that, and you know, looking at toys for them and things. The Transformers really kind of jumped out at me, because I remember Transformers when I was a kid, and now my son is all hyped about Transformers. He loves Transformers, you know, probably more than I do, but that's like his main go-to toy. So it's kind of funny how having a child changes a lot of things for you and really puts things in a new light and in a new perspective. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to give you a quick update. Some of the things you can be looking for my channel is, you know, game pickups, maybe some toy pickups, depending on, you know, how that kind of takes off, and we'll see how that plays out. Amiibo pickups, things like that. So, you know, I hope to be putting out at least a video a week, and then just different like channel updates, different discussions, things like that. There's some things I want to talk about, and I hope that you guys are interested in seeing the videos that I have to put out, and that this kind of stuff excites you. So let me know what you think. It's good to be back. It's good to be making videos again, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, anything that you want to talk to me about, feel free to leave a comment in the description, or actually leave a comment below the video, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Alright guys,